This conference will now be recorded.
Now observe this screen. Can you see the screen? Please post it in the chat box. Can you see the screen? Please post it in the chat box. Yes, 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 yeah, good, good. Now, please observe this problem. So here the figure shows a square wave, a square voltage. Having the parameters like this, having the values like this. Now observe this waveform carefully. I request all of you, please take a notebook and draw this waveform. So this waveform is something typical in the sense, if we observe this, part of the negative cycle is covering on either sides and part of it is covering on the other side. Now we observe it, how we are going to write the mathematical equation for this and how we can solve this problem. First, try to understand this waveform. Now observe this waveform. Here, the waveform which is given here is a periodic waveform, but now if you observe the period of this, you can't simply say it is 0 to t or it's something like that. But when you see 0 to t, some portion it is covering negative and some portion it is covering positive, and again some portion it is covering negative. So you should be very careful while writing the mathematical equation for this. Now observe this waveform. Now I am going to start my waveform from 0 to t. Observe this, this is t. Now when you consider 0, from 0 to t by 4, now what is the amplitude of the waveform? Please observe it, observe the waveform and tell me. From 0 to t by 4, what is the amplitude? Please post it in the chat box. From 0 to t by 4, what is the amplitude of the waveform? I request, please post it in the chat box. From 0 to t by 4, what is the amplitude of this waveform? I request all of you, please see the waveform and post it in the chat box. Yeah, Sri Lakshmi, Nikita, wrong. Zero, it is not 0. And Yamini, yeah, you are right. Now observe it. 0 to t by 4. Observe this. Some portion, this is having an amplitude which is minus v. Yeah, Yamini, you are right. It is minus v. From 0 to t by 4, the amplitude is minus v. Now tell me, from t by 4 to 3t by 4, what is the amplitude of the waveform? Please post it in the chat box. From t by 4 to 3t by 4, what is the amplitude of the waveform? Please post it in the chat box. Yeah, v. Yeah, good. I mean, good. Are you following, all of you? Just observe it. Since the waveform is periodic, you can't say that. Don't think that this is the waveform is started here. When you see this, the waveform is starting from 0 to t by 4 with an amplitude of minus v, and from t by 4 to 3t by 4, the amplitude is v. Then now tell me, from 3t by 4 to t, what is the amplitude? From 3t by 4 to t, what is the amplitude of the waveform? Yeah, Jyoti, you have given minus v, it is from 0 to t by 4, or it is 3t by 4 to t? Jyoti, you have mentioned minus v. It is for 3t by 4 to t or 0 to t by 4? Now tell me, what is the amplitude from 3t by 4 to t? No, first question. Yeah, yeah, right, right. No, it's not. Now the question is, uh, now observe the waveform and tell me, from 3t by 4 to t, what is the amplitude? So my dear students, you are not comfort with the waveforms. It's very difficult for you. Just observe the waveform carefully. You are not just you're not observing the waveform properly. First observe this waveform Here the waveform is, this is the positive amplitude, which is V, and this is negative amplitude. Now the waveform is started from 0 and it ends at T. Now tell me 3T by 4 to T, what is the amplitude? Please post it in the chart box. 3T by 4 to T, what is the amplitude? Observe the waveform carefully. Just like that, don't mention the the values. Please see the waveform carefully and tell me. I'm asking you the amplitude from 3T by 4 to T. On which direction you'll get the amplitude? Yes, yes, yes. Manisha, Yamini, right. Now 3T by 4 to T, the amplitude is minus V. Now I'm going to repeat it again. See, since the waveform, you are applying the Fourier series for a periodic waveform, I'm going to assume that the period of this waveform is 0 to T. If we consider 0 to T, that means the waveform will start from 0 like this, and it goes like this, and it reaches to T by 4, and from there it is again V, and it maintains like this, then again it is falling, then it maintains like this, then it goes to 0 again. That means if you observe the period from 0 to T, the amplitude is varying 3 times. From 0 to T by 4, which is minus V, just observe this equation. V of T, which is given by 0 to T by 4, the amplitude is minus V, and from T by 4 to 3T by 4, the amplitude is V. Just observe this waveform and you will understand that. And from 3T by 4 to T, again the amplitude is minus V. So if you want to find the Fourier series for this, you need to write this mathematical equation from this waveform. Please try to understand. The moment when you observe the waveform, always remember, on x-axis you are going to have the time scale. On y-axis you will have the amplitude scale. So please try to understand, when you are writing the equation, you are going to write the equation which is a function of time. That's the reason we represent V of T. Since on x-axis we have the time scale, on y-axis we have its amplitude. So that is V. When you take this amplitude, the amplitude is varying from plus V to minus V. But this plus V to minus V, it is varying for different intervals or different instants of time. So according to the time, you have to write the mathematical equation, and you have to write this equation very carefully. Once if you are writing this mathematical equation carefully, 50% of your problem is over. The moment when you write this, instead of minus V, if you write plus, instead of plus V, if you write minus V, the entire problem goes wrong. Please try to understand. You need to practice more number of problems like this. In your examination also, they are going to give the problems like this only. They will not give this mathematical equation. They will give this waveform and they will ask you to find the Fourier series or Fourier transform for this waveform. The moment when you observe this, you are in a position to write the mathematical equation for that. Please, that's the reason I ask you to practice more number of waveforms in the first unit itself. Signals, మీరు ఎంత బాగా mathematical equations రాయగలిగితే అంత పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా మీరు చేయొచ్చమ్మా. Now once if you understand this thing, now you can write the Fourier series of this function. Now I'm going to solve this. Now I'm going to solve it. So the moment for solving this, I'm going to use this one, Jamboard, for simplification purpose. I'm stopping the screen here, and I'm going to use this Jamboard now. Can you see the screen? Please post it in the chat box. Can you see the screen? Yeah. Please post it in the chat box. Can you see the screen? Jamboard? Yes, right. Now observe it. Here, here I have written the 3 formulas for the Fourier series, which is trigonometric Fourier series. I have written a0 equal to 1 by t integral 0 to t x of t dt, an equal to 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t cos n omega t dt, and bn equal to 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t sin omega t. Now what is your x of t? Your x of t is nothing but a waveform. Now I am going to write the waveform here. Here in this case, my x of t is nothing but v of t. I'm going to write the equation for V of t. V of t equal to minus V 0 less than t less than t by 4. This is one part. And it is V from t by 4 less than t less than 3t by 4. Please try to understand how I have written this equation. From the waveform only I have written this equation. Already we discussed that. Just observe this, you will understand that. From the waveform, if you see this waveform, you will understand that. So from this, I can write again it is minus V from 3t by 4 less than or equal to t less than or equal to capital T. Now please try to understand. This is very important. Now I'm going to calculate A naught first. Now to calculate A naught, I'm going to use A naught. We know the formula for A naught, which is 1 by t integral 0 to t. Now in this problem, I don't have x of t. In the place of x of t, I have v of t. Directly, I'm going to write v of t dt. Now what is my v of t? V of t is nothing but it is 0 to t by 4, which is minus v dt, and t by 4 to 3t by 4, it is v into dt, and from 3t by 4 to t, again it is minus v dt. Now, if you do this integration, since as you're doing integration with respect to t, you treat this v as constant. I can take v outside. Then I can write v by t, v by capital T, integral 0 to t by 4 minus dt, and t by 4 to 3t by 4, which is dt, minus 3t by 4 to t, which is, now if you solve this, t is again dt. Now if you solve, so you'll get v by t. Now you apply the limits, you'll get minus t by 4, and here you will get 3t by 4 minus t by 4 you'll get, and this is what the integral for this, and this is what the integral for this, and minus t plus 3t by 4 you are going to get, and this is what the integral for this. Now if you solve all this, so you will get 3t by 4 plus 3t by 4, and all this, if you take LCM, you will get plus 6 and minus 6, and tt gets cancelled. Finally, the value of a naught now becomes 0. Now please try to understand. If you uh, if you are you facing any difficulty, please post it in the chat box. Is it clear? Please post it in the chat box. Yeah, Sri Lakshmi, good. The answer is 0, right? Right. Now, once if you calculate A naught, now you need to calculate AN now. Now for calculating AN, again I need to consider one more sheet for calculating AN. Now I have to write AN. Now please try to understand, AN and BN are very important, and please try to understand how, how you are going to get. AN, you can write 2 by t integral 0 to t x of cos n omega t dt you have to write. Now when you write 0 to t x of t cos n, now in the place of x of t, now you have to write v of t. Now your v of t, 1 second student, please. opposite by table. Now if you observe an, now we can write an equal 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t d, again cos n omega t. Now when you write x of t, in the place of x of t, I have to write again v of t. Since my function is with respect to y variable, it is v of t. So I can write 2 by t integral 0 to t by 4. I can write in the place of x of t, I have to write v of t, which is minus t cos n omega t dt plus t 3t by 4, which is cos n. Now observe it. Please try to understand. In the place of x of t, now please try to x of t. I am writing v of t. Cos n omega, you are calculating an. Then after that, you have to write plus 3t by 4 to t. Again, it is minus v cos n omega t dt. Now, please, you should be very careful when solving this integration, since it is having three independent terms. Now, for all these three terms, your v is common. I am going to take it outside, so I can write 2v by t integral 0 to t by 4 minus cos n omega t dt plus integral t by 4 to 3t by 4 cos n omega t minus integral 3t by 4 omega t to t d. It should be now time all is 3. Now solve it. I now integral cos, you can write it as sin n omega t. Your sin n omega and you need to apply the limits 0 to t by 4 for the first integral. This is what the integral for this. Now plus this again I'm going to omega t divided by sin n omega. Are you following me? Please respond. Are you following or not? Following me, or shall I reduce the speed? Please unmute yourself and tell me. Can you follow me? Are you following me or not? And for this, the limits are t by 4 to 3t by 4. Then for this again, this is hello. Please post it in the chat box. Can you follow me or not? Yeah, clear.
Yes.
Good, good. Now observe it. This is what the integration for the second term. Now I have to do the integration for the third term also. For the third term, again, since the integral cos you can write as sin n omega t by n omega. Again, you need to apply the limits, which is 3t by 4 to t. And for all these terms, you need to multiply this with 2v by t. Please try to understand that. Now, when you apply the limits, you need to apply this t by 4 only for this small t. As you are doing integration with respect to t, please try to understand that. Then when you do this integration, when you simplify it, you will get 2v by t. Since observe it for all the terms, n omega is there. I'm going to take that n omega also side. Now sine n omega, in the place of small t, I have to write it as 4. No need to write t by 4. Since sine 0, which is 0, no write it. Plus sine n omega, in the place of t, I have to write 3t by 4 minus, you need to apply sine n omega t by 4. And now observe, already we have minus at the beginning. So then after that, now this is what application of the limits. After applying, this is what the application of the limits. This is what the applying the limits for the second iteration. For the third term, you need to write minus sine n omega capital T. This is what this this part minus.
Sir,
Already we have
voice is
minus.
breaking,
Minus
sir.
and minus becomes plus sine. Hello.
Voice is breaking, sir. వాయిస్
Please.
కట్ అవుతుంది సార్ మీది.
నాకు బాగానే క్లియర్ గా ఉందమ్మా మీది. Please try to understand. Please check it. Are you will all of you will place the same difficulty? Is my voice clear or is it breaking? Please post it in the chat box. Deepika is telling that voice is breaking. What about others? Is my voice clear or is it breaking? Not clear, not clear. Yeah. Okay, maybe there may be some problem from my side, but let me check it. But I don't have any difficulty from my side. It is clear. Yeah, some of you are telling clear. Maybe some signal problem. I think I'm not sure. From my side, the signal is okay, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll give this recorded this one also. Don't worry. Please try to understand. Now I'm going to apply this limits for the third one, third part of integration, which is sine n omega 3. Now you are applying the lower limit, which is minus, and this minus becomes plus. So sine n omega t into 3t by 4. Please try to understand. Here I have sine omega t by 4 and sine n omega t by 4. Now what you have to do is omega, you can write it as 2, or you can also write it as 2 pi by capital T. Please try to understand. Omega, you can write it as 2 pi by capital T. Now, the moment when you write omega as 2 pi by T, this T and omega T, you can write it as 2 pi. So I can write this as, I'm going to simplify this part of the terms. Here I can write this 2v by omega t, I can write it as 2 pi. So n it is there. So 2 pi n it is there. That is what I can write. Now here this omega t, I can write it as 2 pi. 2 pi by 4, I can write it as pi by 2. So I can write this. Now wherever I have omega into capital T, I can write it as 2 pi. Please try to understand. So 2 pi by 4, I can write it as pi by 2. So that I can write it as minus sine n pi by 2. And for this also, it is omega t, I can write as 2 pi by 4. And this gets cancelled. Then it becomes sine 3 pi by 2. So I can write this as this part for this term, I can write it as plus sine n 3 pi by 2. This is what for this term. And for this again, which is minus sine n pi by 2 again. And omega t, you can write it as 2 pi. This you can write it as minus sine n 2 pi. And for this again, you can write it as sine n 3 pi by 2. Now observe it, minus sine n pi by 2 minus sine n pi by 2. That you can write it as minus 2 sine n pi by 2, since both are same terms. Sine n 3n pi by 2, sine 3n pi by 2. This also you can add it, and this you can write as 2 sine n 3 pi by 2. And now this is sine 2 pi, sine n 2 pi. This you can write as sine 2n pi or sine n 2 pi. Now, what is the value of sine n 2 pi? Whatever be the value, this sine n 2 pi will gives you 0. Will gives you 0. Now, I'm going to simplify this, and here this 2 gets cancelled. So finally, you are going to get v by n pi minus 2 sine n pi by 2. Please try to understand it carefully. My plus 2 sine 3n pi by 2. Is this right or wrong? Please check it and tell me. Can I write this part of thing? Can I write it like this? Sine n pi by 2. Here also I have sine n pi by 2. That I can write it as minus 2 sine n pi by 2. This sine n 3 pi by 2, sine n 3 pi by 2. That I can write it as 2 sine n 3 pi by 2. And sine n 2 pi, I can write it as 0. Is it right, or can I write it like this or not? Please post it in the chat box. Yes, yes. Yeah, good. Nikita, good. Now you should be very careful from now onwards. Now, the equation which I am going to get is 2, which is common. Here I can write this. Now I'm going to use one more sheet for this. Now my an, I can write my an as, now observe this previous slide. Now you can see v by n pi and all this we have. So 2, which is common, I can take 2 outside. So 2v by n pi I'm going to write. So I can write this as 2v by n pi minus sine n pi by 2 plus sine 3n pi by 2. This is what the equation. Now, it depends on the value of n. Now, please try to understand. Now, first take n equal to 1. Now, if you take n equal to 1, let us see what will happen. When you take n equal to 1, sine, if you substitute this, you will get sine pi by 2. Now, if you take here, then it becomes sine 3 pi by 2. Now, tell me what is sine pi by 2 value? Please post it in the chart box. And similarly, when you take n equal to 1, it becomes 3 pi by 2. Now tell me what is the value of sine 3 pi by 2. Please post it in the chart box. What is the value of sine pi by 2 and what is the value of sine 3 pi by 2? Please post it in the chat box. Yeah. Yeah. See, Lakshmi, yes, sine pi by 2 is 1. What is sine 3 pi by 2? Sine 3 pi by 2. What is its value? What is its value? Sine 3 pi by 2 value, please tell me. So when you take n equal to 1, you will get, when you take n equal to 1, you will get sine pi by 2, which is 1. Now when you take n equal to when n equal to 1, sine 3 by 2, its value is minus 1. Please try to understand. Sine 270, you will get minus 1, right? Now, when n equal to 1, this becomes sine pi by 2, this becomes sine 3 pi by 2. Then what is the value you are going to get? Now here it is 1, which is minus. Here also we have minus. So minus 1 becomes minus 2. So automatically you will get minus 4v by 5 when n equal to 1. Likewise, now take n equal to 2 and tell me what is its value. Now you please check this equation. Now you tell me the answer for n equal to 2 and n equal to 3. Tell me the values. You substitute in this case, in this equation. Now substitute n equal to 2 and n equal to 3. Now when n equal to 2, what is the answer? And n equal to 3, what is the answer? It's your turn, my dear students. Please post it in the chat box. What is the value of an when n equal to 2 and n equal to 3? Already I have given the equation for an there. Please post in the chat box. Yeah, Malika, 431. Please. N equal to 2 ki, then answer endamma. 0, right? Nikita, good. When n equal to 0, yeah, Jyoti, good. N equal to 0, n equal to 2, the answer is 0, right? You know why it is 0, please see. When n equal to 2, it becomes pi, and here also it becomes 3 pi. Sine pi, which is 0. Sine 3 pi is also 0. So when n equal to 2, the answer is 0. Now when n equal to 3, now tell me, what is the answer when n equal to 3? It's your turn, my dear students. N equal to 3, what is the answer? Yeah. No, Jyoti, it is not minus 1. You please check it. When n equal to 3, what? I want the total answer. Yeah, observe it. Yes. Sri Lakshmi, good, great. 4v by 3 pi, right? So, Sri Lakshmi, you are right. Now, when you observe n equal to 3, then it becomes sine 3 pi by 2. Sine 3 by 2 is minus 1. Minus in minus becomes plus 1. And now when n equal to 3, then it becomes sine 9 pi by 2. Sine 9 pi by 2, which means that it is again 1. So when n equal to 2, when n equal to 3, it is 4v by 3 pi. Right? Likewise, now tell me n equal to 4, what will happen? Now tell me what is the answer for n equal to 4 and n equal to 5? You will understand. Just you calculate for n equal to 4 and n equal to 5 also. Please calculate it and post it in the chart box. Now tell me, students, what is the value of an when n equal to 4? Yeah, n equal to 4. Sri Lakshmi, good. Nikita, good. 0. Now tell me what is the value when n equal to 5? So when n equal to 4, then again when n equal to 4, it becomes sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi. So sine 6 pi. So sine n pi in general, it is 0. Please try to understand. So I can say when n equal to 4, again it is 0. The answer is 0 when n equal to 4. Now tell me n equal to 5, what is the value? Now you please calculate it. That means what you have to substitute this n equal to 5 here in this equation. Please post it in the chat box. What is the value of an when n equal to 5? Sri Lakshmi, please check. Please check, Sri Lakshmi. For n equal to 5, it is not 0. Please check it. Please check it carefully. When n equal to 5, what is its value? Now when n equal to 5, it becomes sine 5 pi by 2 and it becomes sine 15 pi by 2. Okay, you please try it. I'll give the answer. When n equal to 5, you will get minus 4v by 5 pi. So please try to understand. You are going to have an equal to minus 4v by n pi, n equal to 1, 5, 9, 13, so on like this, and which is 4v by n pi when n equal to 3, 7, 11, 15, so on like this, and it is 0 when n equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, so on like this. This is what the condition for an. So please try to understand. Your an is minus 4v by n pi when n equal to 1, 5, 9, 13, so on. 3, and it is 4v by 3 pi, which is 3, 7, 11, so on. And it is 0 for all the values. So is yes, right. Good, Sri Lakshmi, good. So that is how you are going to calculate this an. So in the similar manner, so how we have calculated an, in the similar manner, now if we calculate bn using this formula, now your bn, you can write bn equal to 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t sin n omega t dt, and you substitute all this, you will get your bn equal to 0. So please try it. In the same lines that I did for an, just observe it. This is how you can do for bn also. in the place of cos, now you have to write sine. When you take integral sign, it becomes minus cos, and you need to apply all the limits. Here you will get minus, in the place of sine you will get cos, and minus becomes plus and plus becomes minus. And if you solve all this, so you will get the similar terms. So here you will get cos n pi by 2. Here also you will get cos n 3 n pi by 2. As you know, cos n pi by 2 and cos 3 n pi by 2 gives a value which is 0. So finally your Bn is 0. So the only difference is in the place of sine, now you will get cos. That is the only difference. You please try it. So you will get the similar thing. In the place of sine, you will get cos. And if you solve it, your Bn becomes 0. Now please try to understand. I am going to take to the problem now. Now observe it. Now we calculated An using all this, and if you solve all this, already we did how you have solved all this, and you applied the limits, all that. Then finally, you are going to get An equal to minus 4v by n pi. Observe it. An equal to minus 4v by n pi. You will get n equal to 159. This is not a, it is 9. Because of cropping, it becomes like this. It is 159, so on like that. And it is 4v by n pi when n equal to 3, 7, 11, 15, so on like that. And it is 0 for all even integers, like 2, 4, 6, 8. So already we solved it. Now, if you substitute, your A0 is 0 and An is existing and Bn is again 0. Now, the moment when you do this, now observe it, you will have your V of t equal to 4v by pi cos omega t minus 1 by 3. So here I did mine, I have taken minus outside. 4b by pi cos omega t minus 1 by 3 cos 3 omega t plus 1 by 5 cos 5 omega t, like that. Now you may ask how you got this. Just see, I'm going to write here. Your An is 4 minus 4v by n pi for n equal to 1, 3, sorry, 1, 5, 9, 11, 13, so on like this. And it is 4v by n pi when n equal to 3, 7, 11, 15, so on. And it is 0 when n equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, so on like this. Now, your A0 is 0. Already we calculated it. And if you do the same thing for Bn also, your Bn is also 0. So the Fourier series V of t for the problem, which you can write A0 by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity An cos n omega t plus Bn sin n omega t. You have to write it. Excuse me, I have an important call just for. Now, if you substitute, now if you substitute A0, An and Bn values here, your A0 is 0, already we calculated it, you substitute it, and Bn is also 0, so this part is not there. Then we have An only, but An will exist only for odd values. For even values, it is 0 again. So you can write this as, you can write this. So I'll take 4v by pi common, or minus 4v by pi common. 4v by minus 4v by pi I'm going to take common. Then you have to write A1. So what is A1? A1, A5 you will get negative. A3, A7, A11 like that you will get positive. So I can write, since I'm taking minus outside, so I can write it as a1 minus 4b by pi, which is cos omega t minus 1 by 3 cos 3 omega t plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 cos 5 omega t minus 1 by 7 cos 7 omega t plus so on, like this you are going to get. So that is how you are going to get this one. So now observe it. This is what we did in this slide. Observe it. So that is how you will get it. Now, so far we just calculated the Fourier series of a given square waveform and you calculated it. Now, what you have to do is you have to plot the amplitude and phase spectrum. Now, how you are going to plot the amplitude and phase spectrum? So it's a simple thing. The amplitude part you can write it as, this is the mathematical equation for amplitude, which you can write it as Cn equal to square root of an square plus bn square, and phase part you can write it as theta n equal to square tan inverse of bn by an. So here I have cos terms. I don't have, that means cos terms I have only an terms. I don't have bn terms. That means this part is 0. So automatically, if you square it under square root, the same term you're going to get. But you need to take the modulus of this. So when you take this, please try to understand, you are going to plot this on x-axis. You are going to consider the value of n or n omega naught. And on y-axis, you have to take the magnitude of Cn. Now, when n equal to 1 or n omega naught equal to 1, that represents the amplitude part of this. 2, we don't have 2, which is 0, and 3, that this part, this represents this, the amplitude of this one, and 4 again, which is 0, since we don't have even terms, and 5 again, this represents the amplitude part of this. Like that, you have to plot the amplitude spectrum. Now please try to understand, here I have an cos n omega t only we have. Just observe it. Here we have an cos n omega t term only we have. We don't have bn sin n omega t. So suppose if you write the formula for Cn, I'm going to write this. The formula for Cn is nothing but square root of an square plus bn square, which means that if you take C1, which is nothing but square root of a1 square plus b1 square, C2 square root of a2 square plus b2 square. Like this, you need to consider n number of components. So C1 represents the fundamental frequencies omega, C2 2 omega, C3 3 omega. Like that, n represents n omega. So I'm going to consider, since my bn is 0, I can take C1 as A1, C2 as A2, like that. Similarly, I can find the phase part, which I can write it as, phase you can represent either phi or theta, which you can write it as tan inverse of bn by A. You can find the phase part. So theta 2 b2 by a2. That means you need to consider theta 1 b1 by a1. Theta 2 means you're going to consider the corresponding coefficient and you're going to find the corresponding amplitude and phase component. Please try to understand that. Now, here I have the components which is existing at omega naught t, sorry, omega t, 3 omega, 5 omega, 7 omega. Please try to understand. My frequency components here, which is omega, 3 omega, 5 omega, 7 omega. And 2 omega, 4 omega, 6 omega, I don't have any amplitudes. So that's the reason if you observe 2, 4, 6, you don't find anything. Now, at omega, what is the amplitude you have? Which is minus 4v by pi. That means this amplitude is nothing but 4v by pi. Now, what is this amplitude? This amplitude is nothing but the amplitude part for this is 4v by 3 pi. Now, please try to understand. If you compare 4v by pi and 4v by 3 pi, this is giving higher value than this. So, and now if you see this, there is this is 4v by 5 pi, and this is 4v by 7 pi. This represents you are considering the amplitude part and you are plotting the graph. Since you are plotting the graph, frequency versus amplitude, this spectrum, which you can call it as the amplitude spectrum. Is it clear? If you have any doubt, please post it in the chat box. Is this concept clear? How you have to plot this amplitude and phase spectra? Is it clear? The amplitude spectrum is clear, or shall I repeat it once again? Please post it in the chat box. Please respond, students. Is it clear, or shall I repeat it once again? Please try to understand. The moment when you find the Fourier series, the Fourier series consists of the DC component. So I'll tell you this, you will understand it. Observe it. Here this A naught, which you can call it as this A naught, this A naught, which you can call it as DC or average value. DC or average value. And this AN and BN, you can call it as harmonic coefficients. Harmonic coefficients. It depends on the value of n. So that means if n equal to 1, you will get first harmonic coefficient. If n equal to 2, you will get second harmonic, like that. So all these values, if you represent in terms of magnitude, you'll call it as amplitude spectra. If you represent using this mathematical equation, if it is phase, you can write a mathematical equation like this. So please try to understand. So this is what the amplitude part. Now please try to understand. When you plot this spectra, always the amplitude and phase spectra which you are going to get is a discrete spectrum. That means you are going to have this spectra only at specific instance of omega only. That means when n equal to 1, you will get omega. When n equal to 2, you will get 2 omega. When n equal to 3, you will get 3 omega. 4, 5. That's the reason on x-axis I can say n or n omega terms, n omega components I'll have. On y-axis, I'll consider the amplitude part. But when considering the amplitude, you need to consider the modulus of this. Always you need to consider the positive values. So that's what this amplitude spectrum is. Now, if you go for a phase spectra, now this is what the equation for the phase spectra. Now, when you consider the phase spectra, now you may have a doubt, this answer is wrong. Please try to understand. This graph is wrong. Here, what is your Bn? Your Bn is 0. Your Bn is 0. I'm going to write here. Your Bn is 0. And you'll have certain value of An. An which is not equal to 0. But when you take tan inverse 0, what should be the value of tan inverse 0? Please tell me. Tan inverse 0, what is the value? Please post in the chat box. What is the value of tan inverse 0? I request all of you, please, since we have the formula tan inverse Bn by An, since Bn is 0, An is not 0. So 0 by anything becomes 0. So tan inverse 0, what is the value? Please post it in the chat box. Can you hear me, my dear students? Can you hear me? Yeah, now tell me, what is tan inverse 0? Please post it in the chat box. Yeah. Is this, Nikita, 0 is the only solution for tan inverse 0? 0 is the only solution for tan inverse 0. My question is, please try to understand. Zero is the only solution for tan inverse 0, or do you have any solution? Please think. 0 is the only solution, or can you find any solution for this? Can I write in general? Can I write this as tan inverse 0 in general? Can I write it as n pi? Can I write it as n pi? Please post it in the chat box. Can I write tan inverse 0 in general as n pi? Yes. Yes, Nikita, right. Srilakshmi, good. Now, why I'm writing like this is, since you have Bn and An, it varies for different values, right? That's the reason I'm going to write this as n pi. So when you consider n pi, so if you consider theta 1, when you consider theta 1, you can write it as minus tan inverse of B1 by A1. Now, when you take theta 2, which is minus tan inverse of B2 by A2. But theta 1, you are going to get at omega. Theta 2, you are going to get at 2 omega, since you are taking the second harmonic component. So theta 3, you are going to get minus tan inverse of B3 by A3. You will get this at 3 omega. So that's the reason I need to write all the values. So theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, if you write it like this, then I may have different value. I need to write a generalized equation. So the generalized equation for this, which is n pi, As you know, for this function, a2, a4, a6, all those things are not existing. It will exist only for odd values. So you will get a1, a3, a5, all that. Because of that, you will get omega, which is n pi, which means that the amplitude is pi here. Here it is 3 pi. Now here it is 5 pi. Now it is 7 pi. But now observe it. Sir, what about its amplitude? Its amplitude is 4V only. But the phase is pi here. Here the phase is 3 pi. Here the phase is 5 pi. So that's how the phase is varying. So you need to plot the graph accordingly. So when you take the phase, I can represent this phase like this. I can represent it like this. One is angle Cn, represents the phase part. Modulus of Cn represents the amplitude part. So you need to plot the amplitude spectrum as well as phase spectrum like this. So please try to understand. You can plot the amplitude and phase spectra. You can plot the amplitude and phase spectra of any given Fourier series by obtaining its Fourier harmonic components. That is A0, An, and Bn. After calculating A0, An, and Bn, you need to use this Cn and angle Cn, Cn represents the modular magnitude part, and angle Cn represents the phase part. So that's how you can find the angle, amplitude and phase of a given function or given signal. Now, I'm going to take the next example. Now observe it. Again, we have another example. Consider the periodic square waveform shown in figure. Determine the complex exponential Fourier series as well as trigonometric exponential Fourier series. Now, please try to understand. This is what the waveform that is given to us. But the waveform as modified with an with this like this. Now try to understand. If you observe here the waveform is moving on either sides like plus and minus, but here the amplitude is on only one sided. So I can write it like this. So observe this x of t, and I have x1 of t. X of t is the waveform for this, x1 of t is the waveform for this. Now my minus a means what? It's a DC. A represents a DC waveform. It is something like this. A function with certain amplitude is represented with an amplitude a. This is what my DC signal is. So what I have to do is I have to subtract x1 of t with a. Now what is x1 of t? Now observe it. X1 of t is, you are going to have a train of pulses which are existing only on positive side. Now observe this waveform carefully. This is what x1 of t, and x1 of t minus a. Now when you take minus a, what will happen? You take the mirror image of this. A is this one. Now when I say minus a, you take the mirror image, then it looks like this. This is what minus a is. Now if I subtract this with this, then automatically I'll get a waveform like this. Or if you add this with this, then I'll get a waveform like this. So that's how you will get this waveform. Now you may ask, what is the use of doing this like this? So if I ask you to write the Fourier series, you need to write the amplitudes on either side, that is positive half as well as negative half, and you need to solve it. That is one way. But here I can write the equation very easily, and I can find the Fourier series for this x1 of t is very. I can find the Fourier series of x1 of t very easily when compared with x of t. That's the reason I can simplify this waveform like this. So please try to understand. X of t is the waveform which is this. X1 of t is the waveform this, and x1 of t minus a. If I do it like this, then you'll get this waveform. So the moment when you write it like this, you can find the Fourier series, all that. Now the Fourier series of x1 of t, that means for this waveform, we have to calculate exponential Fourier series. Then you need to subtract with minus a, then you'll get the Fourier series of x of t. That is what you'll get it. Similarly, the trigonometric Fourier series also in the same manner. But to do this, already we solved this type of example in the previous class. You please try to go through that and you solve it. So that is how you can use this Fourier series for various purposes. Now, like that, I can give a number of problems, but please try to understand, dear students. You need to write the mathematical, the moment you observe the waveform, you are in a position to write the mathematical equation carefully. Unless you will not write the mathematical equation carefully, you will not get the solution. Now, the most two important formula that you need to remember here in this is, I'll tell you, I'll give this two equations here. One is, you need to write the trigonometric Fourier series, and exponential. These are the only two terms, trigonometric Fourier series and exponential Fourier series. So if I have a function or a waveform x of t, I can write the trigonometric Fourier series like this: a naught by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega t plus bn sin n omega t. This is what the trigonometric Fourier series is. Exponential means you need to convert this cos and sin in terms of exponentials, and you can write the exponential Fourier series, which you can write it as x of t equal to sigma k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity ck e power j2 pi f kt or j omega kt also you can write it. So now this is what the exponential Fourier series, and you can find ck, which is nothing but 1 by t integral minus t by 2 to t by 2 x of t e power j omega kt dt. This is what that exponential Fourier series. Now to calculate a naught, an and bn, we need to use a naught equal to 1 by t integral 0 to t x of t dt, and an you can write it as 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t cos n omega t dt, and bn you can write it as 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t sin n omega t dt. Now, please try to understand, for any given problem which is periodic, it has to satisfy this condition. For such signals or such functions, you can apply either trigonometric Fourier series or exponential Fourier series. You can use these two series to solve the problem for a given periodic signal, provided you need to calculate the period of the waveform. So once if you calculate this, you can find the amplitude and phase spectra using the formulas. And already we discussed the relation between trigonometric and exponential Fourier series and exponential and trigonometric Fourier series also. So with this, the concepts related to the exponential Fourier series part, the concepts related to the Fourier series part is over. In the next class, I am going to start the Fourier transforms. So before going to start the Fourier transforms,